Hey, what is up, all you Ultimate Gamers? It's your boy Ultimate Gamer 2004 here. And yes, today we're showing my DVD collection. Yes, I know, I uploaded a DVD collection video months ago that I did not finish, but this is a re-upload and I'm going to redo it. Because that was months ago, and that would be ridiculous if it took this long to make a part. I'm sorry I didn't get up to it, and I never got on it. It's because I've been busy, so I've never gotten to do it. Plus, it's been months, so why would I do it? So, yeah. If you're wondering why I'm drinking water right now, it's because I kind of got a cough on me right now. Yeah, just this helps, so that's why. Alright, so let's just get right into the video. Alright, first one. Oh yeah, if you're wondering where my movies are, they're in here and in here. Yeah, there's a few books in there too. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let me grab the first movie. Starting with, well, not the ones out here. This is a 4-film collection of James Bond 007. Some of you may know what James Bond is, but not all of you might not. Some of you will, some of you won't. I have not seen these ones yet. I just got this not that long ago. So, yeah. It looks good. I mean, this isn't that old. It's not like one of the older James Bond movies. These ones, I think, are like, yeah, these are from the 90s. Well, at least 2 of them are. These 2, I believe, are from the 90s. I believe these ones were in the 2000s. Alright, so, looks like a pretty good movie. Looks like good movies. Alright, excuse me. And yeah, here's the front. Here's the back. Yep. Here's the spine. Yep, here's the spine. And here's the disc. It's a double-sided disc, so one side is the first 2 movies, the other side is the next 2 movies. I hate my DVDs like that, but I mean, it works. It's better than nothing. Alright, next one. The newest James Bond movies. Well, the newest actor who plays James Bond. Sorry. Newest actor who plays James Bond. Daniel Craig with Casino Royale. This was a reboot. They just rebooted the whole franchise. This was made in 2006. This looks like a really good movie. Honestly, in my opinion, for what I've seen, Daniel Craig looks like the best James Bond. That's just my opinion. If you think something else, no judge. I respect your opinion. Alright. Well, this is Casino Royale. It's the 2-disc widescreen edition. The special edition, pretty much. So, here's the front. Here's the back. It says even there, Daniel Craig is the best James Bond in the franchise's history. Right there. You want to read that? You can read some stuff on the back if you want. Pause the video and read that. And here's the spine. Yeah, 007. Casino Royale. There we go. Casino Royale Disc 1, which is the film. And then we got Disc 2. Special features. I will get on to watching this. I will. Alright. On to the ones down there. I only did these ones first because they were up here on the bed, laying on my bed. That's why. So we're going to get on to the ones exactly down there. Right, so we might do a few parts. That would be fine. Okay. Next one. Based on the video game Dead Rising, the Japanese movie Dead Rising. You may be thinking, this is Japanese down there. Well, This was made in Japan, but it's voiced over by English people. So the actors are Japanese, but the people who voice over them are English. Alright, so here's the front. In my opinion, this was an okay film. I mean, I'm missing Beyond the Call of Duty, if you did not notice, because I normally start with that first for my zombie films. I'm missing that because I loaned it to my friend to borrow, and he still has not watched it yet. He needs to watch it because I want it back. Even though it's not a really good film. It's bad. It's not terrible, but it's okay. I watched it and most of it was boring. The beginning was boring in general. The parts where it showed the zombies and in the middle of the film, when it got to the middle, it started showing zombies. I was happy when it did that. Because the beginning was just boring. It didn't show anything. It's blah, blah, blah. This is a pretty bad movie. Basically, it's a first-person action film. So, you know how video games are first-person? That's what this is. Some parts are third-person. Most of it's third-person, like a regular movie. And some parts are first-person, like full eyeballs moving, like what you see right now. Yeah. What I'm seeing of you guys right now. What I'm seeing is first-person. Most of you would know that. Because if you haven't played a first-person shooter, which most of you probably have, that's what this is, pretty much. First person. Yep, see? Okay, so here's the front. It says Dead Rising, based on the popular Japanese video game. And down here it says a bunch of Japanese words I can't read. Unless you speak Japanese and you can read that. If you guys, any of you know Japanese letters and you're watching my video, comment down below what that says. If any of you know what that says. Okay, at the bottom says Shibyo Awesome. I'm assuming that's the director. Well, it's not a very good movie, but it's okay. It says, in a city overrun with the Walking Dead. Okay, here's the spine. It shows the nurse, which is one of the main characters. Here's the back. It shows a few pictures that are in the movie. Yep, that's what the back looks like. It says, Shopyo Asen is a story that takes place in a world where the zombie outbreak has spread all over the world, including Japan areas, with the infected are quarantined from the rest of the world, leaving the uninfected residents to fend for themselves against the horde of hungry zombies. Two of these people are brothers George and Shin. Yeah, they're Japanese names, so, I mean, George is a regular name. Shin is not. Shin is not an American name. George kind of is. George, I've heard people with the name George, like George Washington. I've not heard anybody named Shin. But this is a Japanese-made movie, and in Japan, people have different names. And some of them are just, that are non-popular in the U.S. If you met anybody in the U.S. named Shin, probably from Japan, or their parents just named them Shin, they must have known Japanese names. Kind of rare if you meet an American named Shin. Be honest. All right. Who decide to hatch a plan to escape after they find themselves trapped in the zombie-infested area. Directed by game producer In Hangfun Keijiya. I can't say his name. Because he's probably, yeah, this was a Japanese-made video game, but over the years, Dead Rising has stopped becoming less introduced with Japanese. Like, the first one is completely made by Japanese. The first place it was released was Japan. The second place was pretty much the US. So, pretty much, Capcom is a Japanese company. So, that makes sense. Dead Rising 2 had to do with the Japanese, like regular. But, it didn't have as much to do with them. The creators, every single time they make a new Dead Rising game, the Japanese creators end up leaving. Like, they end up getting cut out. Like, most of the creators from the original game, from the Japanese, part of it, from Dead Rising 2, partly had nothing to do with that. So, every year, the game had nothing to do with the original creators. Every single time. Alright, so the infested... Okay, never mind. I reread that. Okay, in his directional debut, Shinbo Awesome Dead Rising promises to create a never-seen type of first-person style action film that also features the over-the-top zombie violence that made the game so popular. This movie was just okay. Here's the back, by the way. I'm sorry it took so long talking. I just wanted to read that. I'm not going to read everything. I just wanted to read that real quick. Here's the disc. The DVD menu is really cheap. Alright, next one. Dead Rising Watchtower. Well, this is the original, pretty much Dead Rising Watchtower, but it's the original movie. It just was called Dead Rising. Well, in Japan it was called Zombrex Dead Rising Sun, but I prefer Dead Rising because Zombrex Dead Rising Sun, kind of a sucky name, if you ask me. No offense. Okay, so Dead Rising Watchtower. This was the first zombie movie I ever watched. This was awesome. This was absolutely just like the games were. It was entertaining. It was lots of things to describe it. This, they did everything right with this. This, they tried to do things right. This one released around the time when Dead Rising 2 was releasing. This was before Dead Rising 2. Before it, they just wanted to make a quick movie, so when they even referenced Dead Rising 2 in it, it showed the beta. It showed a timer of how long you get to play the beta, and then that's how you could tell it was the beta. And this one kind of takes place like around when Dead Rising 3. This is just like Dead Rising 3. They have the bikers from Dead Rising 3, the military. Frank West is in it. Like, not T.J. Rotello, he doesn't play him, but Rob Riggle does a fantastic job as Frank West. I'm gonna save the other main character from Dead Rising 2 for the next film I'll show you for Dead Rising. Alright. Basically, this was an awesome movie. Chase Carter, he was a new character. There was a bunch of new characters in this movie. But the zombies in this one looked way better than they did in Dead Rising Endgame. I know it sounds like Avengers Endgame, but Dead Rising Endgame came out before Avengers Endgame, so it can't be a copy. Don't be like, they copied Avengers! No, they did not. It came out with the name before Avengers Endgame even exists. Because it's 2019, and this movie came out in 2015, and Dead Rising Endgame came out in 2016. Yeah, way before Avengers Endgame, so it's not a copy. Not at all. Well, anyway, it says based on the worldwide video game phenomenon, Dead Rising Watchtower. Here we go. Here's the front. Here's the back. This is a gift to zombie lovers. This was an awesome movie. Here's the main characters on the back. There's Frank West right there. This movie was not rated because it was a Crackle-made movie. If you don't know what Crackle is, it's kind of like a free movie streaming thing. That's what Crackle is. This was streaming on there for a while. I don't think it is now. I'm not sure if it is. But I really like this film. Alright, here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the spine. Dead Rising Watchtower. It's also made by Sony. Here's the disc. Kind of like a blank case, that's all it is. Anyways, that awesome film. Next one. Dead Rising Endgame. This came up, this is the only copy I have with a slipcover. Dead Rising Endgame, this was kind of like on Amazon. Before that, it wasn't even on DVD. It took a while for this to release on DVD for some odd reason. This Dead Rising Watchtower came out faster. This took a slower amount of time. I'd say it took about a year to come on DVD. It took forever, to be honest. Excuse me. Alright. It says free zombie tattoos inside. There was free zombie tattoos. I got this in 2017, so I was 12. I used all those zombie tattoos. They were cool. It was decent. They were cool zombie tattoos, but the zombies look worse in this film. They look worse than they do in this one. They look more realistic in this one. They don't look very realistic in this one. They look pretty bad, to be honest. They act like dogs. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, I shook my head a whole bunch of times. Every single time I saw a zombie. Some of them look cool. I mean, look at this. That looks real. That does not. Those look like people. That looks like a zombie. That does not. That looks like people with just blood on their face. That's just like it looks like they just got fake blood. You know the fake blood you can buy? It looks like they got some of that and put that on their face and act like they were a zombie. That person right there, look, that zombie, that looks real. The rest of them do not. They look terrible. Other than that, this movie was not as good as the first one. I personally enjoyed it, though. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was not. This movie was amazing. This movie was good. So, but the zombies absolutely looked terrible. Alright, here's the front of the slipcover. Here's the back slipcover. Here's the spine. And here's the other spine. Yeah. It says there's special features bringing zombies to life from the game to screen, making the weapons, who are Chase Carter, Jill Eklund, Jordan Blair, and Sandra Lowe. None of those characters were in the game. This kind of takes place, it acts like if it takes place after Dead Rising 3. I mean, it kind of acts like it takes place afterwards. This one looks like it takes place during it. I'm sad that they didn't include Nick Ramos in that one. They didn't include Nick in this one, but if they could have made a third one. I mean, I would have been happy if they made a Dead Rising 3 movie. They should have. But, sadly, they didn't. I'm sorry I'm moving around like this. The drawer is open, I was lying on that, and it hurts my leg. So I was moving. Alright. Well, I wish they made a third movie. I mean, I thought that would be cool. Dead Rising 3 movie, like a third one. I mean, there kind of already is 3, but the Japanese one doesn't really count because it's from a different director. I mean, this is by a different director. It's just, this is the same movie. That one has absolutely nothing to do with it. It's kind of like its own thing, you know? This was different. I personally enjoyed it. I mean, the zombies on the cover look a little bit cliche, but look kind of bad, but this is not what they really look like in the movie. And here it looks like a cartoon. It looks like a comic book, like they drew. I think that, but the logo here, I think that's really cool. Look at that. How they're making the Dead Rising thing look like it got chopped off. That is cool. Dead Rising Endgame. That's awesome. Based on the worldwide video game phenomenon. Words are hard. Based on the worldwide video game phenomenon. There we go. Dead Rising Endgame. Not Avengers Endgame. Has nothing to do with that. This was made in 2016. Endgame was made in 2019. Complete difference. Not a copy. Complete difference. You could say they copied this. Actually, no, they probably don't even know this exists. Most people probably don't. I didn't know a Dead Rising movie existed until 2016. A year after this came out. I watched it and I was like, this is decent. I watched it like around close to 2016. Not exactly, but probably the end of 2015. That's when I watched this. This one I watched in 2017. I liked it personally, but I did not like the zombies. Like I said, they looked terrible. Alright. Besides that, awesome movie. Here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the spine. Oh yeah. Chuck Green makes an appearance in this movie, but he's not very good because his appearance was short. He shows up at the end of the movie in a helicopter, takes them away, and that's it. Frank was in the entire movie in this one. Chuck was not barely in this. He just shows up, happens to show up in the end. I thought it was nice they included him, but it would have been nice if they included, like, a person like Nick in this. Like, Nick Ramos. That would have been cool if he was in this. That would be awesome. You would have Nick Ramos and Chuck Green. That would be neat. But if they, like, had Nick show up at the end, like, with Chuck, that's just stupid. I mean, I liked it when he showed up. I didn't have a problem with the actor who played him. I personally thought he did a good job. I mean, just showing up for 1 second. He did like a cameo. Like a short cameo. But I wish he was in the film longer, like Frank West. He was not making a cameo. He had a part in every single part of the movie. He was hilarious. Chuck just happens to show up at the end of the movie and be like, thank you for what you did. He's like, Chase is like, thanks, Chuck. And then Chuck's like, are you kidding me? After what you did to my daughter? Thank you. I'm like, okay, so one of the characters in this movie is Katie. Practically. I'm guessing Jordan Blair is Katie. Because Katie does not have black hair. That's for sure. So Jordan with the blonde hair, I'm pretty sure Katie probably just changed her name from Annie to Jordan. I mean, I don't know why, but she did. It's neat, yes. Besides, let's just move on. Here, front, back, spine. Alright, I'm gonna have to end the video here because I spent too much time talking. I'm sorry. I just like talking about this stuff. Oh yeah. Here's the difference between all of them. These two are sequels. This one is not. So I just got this one because I happen to want to just get all the Dead Rising movies because I like Dead Rising. It rules. Yep, there you go. That's your complete thing. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment below, and why not subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, all y'all gamers. Peace out.